How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom Train. The Loom Train. It's me, it's JJD, JJ Double J, the Illuminator here.
Sweet one.
Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. I want to talk about a restaurant I used to go to when I would visit New Hampshire. Funny little story about this restaurant, and I don't know if this happens a lot. Of course, whether or not the story is true or not. I mean, my part of the story is true, but there's a part of the story that I don't know is true or not. This restaurant was there for many years, owned by the richest family in town. They owned a lot of things in town, but this restaurant was very, very good. All kinds of stuff, soup to nuts. One day they had a fire, and the restaurant was closed for 2 years before they rebuilt it. It was a fire on the inside, but it wasn't a fire that destroyed the whole building. There was some type of fire on the inside where they had to gut it out a little bit, but the whole outside looked exactly the same. Well, they finally opened up again, but inside was really beautiful before, with beautiful pictures on the wall and hardwood and everything. After they reopened, I don't know if they were going for a minimalist kind of look or what, but all of the walls were painted white. Other than the light fixtures, I don't remember seeing anything on the walls. Excuse me. I honestly believe that eating here, whether or not the food was the same, I really can't say. I went there once when it was like that, and it just looked like a totally different place if you didn't think you were in the same place. They redesigned it on the inside when they remodeled on the inside, and it was a former shell of what it was. A short time later, I guess they weren't doing the money they thought. I wonder why, but it ended up becoming a Chinese restaurant, which is the only Chinese restaurant in town, in this small town. And to this day, it's still a Chinese restaurant, and we're going on 15 years or so that it's been a Chinese restaurant. I did go there for takeout when it was a Chinese restaurant during my vacation up there. This was around 2011 or 12. Maybe even before that, 2009 maybe. Anyway, I used to go up to New Hampshire a lot. Not so much nowadays. Being older is like... But the Chinese food was delicious. But the same owners own the building. They just rent it out. But there's a lot of rumors. Now, here's the part that I don't know is true or not. There's a lot of rumors going around that the fire was set intentionally. I don't know. Who's to say? Anybody can make up stories, and anytime there's any type of fire, a lot of times people think that. But it's funny how something that was a mainstay in town for many, many, many years is now a Chinese restaurant. And I haven't eaten on the inside. I don't know what it looks like, but the food was amazing. So... the next nearest Chinese restaurant that's been there for a long time is the next town over to the north. And they've had a restaurant there. It's on the second floor of like a strip mall, of all things. It's a second floor restaurant that's been there forever. And they have amazing food too. So it's okay to have two Chinese restaurants in two separate towns, I guess. Anyway, I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. This is the Illuminator. And I'll be back.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.